Hi you guys, it's Barbara Horowitz and the summer styling session is in. In this video, I want to talk about two trends that go hand in hand. The first one is all about the return to the manicure. We're seeing lots of fun appliques, enamels, pops of colors, crackles. In the second trend I want to talk about, we're also seeing lots of rings, combining of more than just one, two, or three rings on a finger and where to wear them for the proper effect. Why do I want to talk about both these trends together? Because I am a new waver and I wanted to go back in and do something fun for summertime, but I need to make the commitment and you need to make the commitment too. If you're going to wear a really fun manicure, then you need to commit to it all the way through within your entire wardrobe for that week or so. Otherwise, it won't look right. Now, if you're young watching this 13 to 17, you can kind of just be spastic about your placement. But if you're the over 40 crowd like me and kind of already went around the neon wagon once, you need to do it in a way that it connects itself. It looks elegant, it looks chic, it looks ironic, and you're giving a nod back to a time that I was really fond of. So I didn't pick just the orange color. I decided to actually do a popsicle of neon. Now, with doing this at 44 years old and having a little bit of a bohemian beach flair now, I wanted to connect this with what I'm going to be wearing for the week, which will be a lot of color or a lot of neutrals, because color cuts color and neutrals also can cut color. So what you'll see I'm doing is I'm wearing a silk printed dress that has a lot of the shades that I'm wearing, but they're more subdued. They're almost more fall-like versions in a summer dress. And see how my nails actually work with this entire look. What's also really interesting, it's like I dropped paint drops of neon on fall leaves. Notice the darker, barky kind of leaves in the background. This is really important to do when working this trend in your nails. Make sure that what you're doing connects all together. It's like connecting the dots. So I'm excited to work this trend as long as the polish doesn't chip, because I'm not wearing a chipless polish. And I want to show you another trend as well, and that's combining rings. Combining rings has been a big trend. You're seeing it on Jennifer Lopez, you're seeing it on Lady Gaga, you're seeing it in a lot of big celebrity luminaries, usually in music. You've seen it with Rachel Zoe, it's the cocktail ring, but now it's a little more. It's kind of cocktail meets bohemian. So wearing several rings at one time. Let me show you what I mean. So here is a Lydia Marcos hand made ring, silver ring with a wood almost, well, almost, not almost, but bark-like look. It's wood that's dyed and then hand hammered. And this actually helps neutralize my neon. It makes it sophisticated and chic, and it connects it to what I'm wearing, which means I'm throwing nods to my past, but I'm also giving a sort of earthy, organic, bark-like look, which as a Virgo and Earth sign, that's the only thing I can do. Now, what I want to also show you is not having such a dressy cocktail look, is taking a band, one singular Art Deco band, and combining it together. Again, neon with a simple band and a cocktail ring just creates this sort of interest. Everything is plugged in and the dots are connected. Let's take off this wood ring and let's enter in my mom's vintage 20th anniversary ring, which used to sit here, but now she had that made for her middle finger. All diamonds. This gives a little bit more of a bling effect. Taking off that band, it's beautiful, it's elegant, it really shows off the manicure, and it connects in a very blingy way to the sort of leaf background. So this is how to do the bling with the neon. But again, now I have this ring on my middle finger and taking that band, okay? It just quiets down the look and it makes it quieter. Connecting everything you're thinking about almost as a math equation, creates great styling. And people will actually stop you and say, wow, that's a really interesting combination. Now, what I want to do is show you more color. Green sort of acid, back to that neon, but it's connecting in with the band and it's connects in with the manicure. I'm going to take off the band and I'm going to change my placement on my index finger. And I'm going to take another ring that's sort of architectural and I'm going to place that on my ring finger. Notice again how this all connects. It actually doesn't have to be something you think about. What you should do is think about the things you love and then mix them together. It's important to pick palettes that you are attracted to. So here's another way to take a more neon green but put it into a Kelly green. Kelly green and pink go very nicely. Again, using the silk dress as my background, that shows me how I can connect this. This is a little bit bright and it's not my favorite. I prefer sort of more of the acidy green, which is again organic, back to the 80s, but see how it has this sort of, it's got this sort of prism of bohemian. It's all working together. And when you're not sure, put what you're wearing against your hands, because your hands are not next to you. So once they become away from you, it has to make sense when they come back towards you, if that makes sense. Let me show you again. Now here's another Lydia Marcos ring. Notice that bright, bright. This to me is very young. This is a younger look, a more sort of punky, poppy look. This is not something I would necessarily wear. I don't feel it connects into my story. It contrasts it, and I think if you're younger, wearing a more architectural cut than me, go for it. But what I can say you can do, another Lydia Marcos ring, is wear a black color on it to neutralize it. Now I'm going to put my band back on so that I can cut down this cocktail look and make it a little bit more artistic. This is abstract. Look how it connects on to my background, which is sort of my palette. And I think I'm going to wear this the rest of the day. I love this. It's like strong blacks with the neon. So this is basically what I want you to do is go and look at a Pantone color chart and pick tones in the same family. And you can contrast them like we just did with this neon green right here. It's sort of neon green, kind of earthy color. And you can also contrast it with the black. You can also contrast it with the bling. Okay, so see this? What a great look, huh? Who says you can't wear all this all together? You just have to be not afraid, because fashion is all about moving out of your comfort zones and style is knowing what to do with it. If you don't know, ask me. I'm here to help you. This is Barbara Horowitz and Summer Style Session closing down now.